Hello community, welcome back to another World Cup match review. England are out of the World Cup as France progress to the semi-finals and they are going to face Morocco. First of all, fair shouts to Morocco. The way they played against Portugal today was absolutely insane. Portugal were in complete control, had so much possession, around 74% possession, domination in the game, but it wasn't enough to completely stop that defense of Morocco, that compactness that they have in defense. Absolutely incredible. Hakimi getting the job done, Amrabat getting the job done, and then Ziyech as well was really good for the attack as well. And fair play to Morocco. Their whole team was good today, and it wasn't like Morocco were not equally good in attack as well. It wasn't like Portugal was completely in attack and they were just defending. Portugal had more chances, but Morocco as well had their fair share chances, which of course they capitalized, one of them being the goal. And Portugal, Bruno Fernandes, who was one of the best players of Portugal this World Cup, gave his all in this match as well. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. João Felix having a very big, golden chance as well for Portugal to equalize, could not be possible as well. And then Ronaldo coming out of the bench, trying his best, having that one shot. Unfortunately, that also got saved. This Moroccan team was insane. And you know what? They are no more dark horses in my book. They definitely proved their worth. They probably would have done it before itself already. They already had shown it before against Spain. They bet like a big team like Spain. So of course, they were already that good. But then beating Portugal, beating Ronaldo's Portugal was absolutely insane. And yeah, Croatia and Morocco are one hell of forces to reckon with. And yeah, this Final Four, Argentina, Croatia, Morocco and France is insane. And this World Cup is also so unpredictable. I love it because it's that incredible. Unfortunately though, the sad part is the dream match is out of the cards now. It's Argentina versus Portugal is out. It is gone. Both the GOATs will not be able to share the same stage in the World Cup final for the last time. And it sucks a lot, and hopefully one of the GOATs will be able to get the job done. And yeah, it really hurts a lot because I actually have a lot of respect for both Ronaldo as well as Messi, and I wanted to see both of them in that final stage. Of course, I'm a bit more towards a Messi fan, so I would definitely want Messi to win the World Cup. But Ronaldo being in that final would be incredible. It would be insane, and obviously many of us fans would imagine that it's not going to be the case though, unfortunately. However, talking about this match though, England versus France, two big teams, two strong teams going at each other, and I definitely thought, this is going to be a good match. And you know what, it definitely was. It was really mixed emotions, like a roller coaster as well. A little bit different, questionable decisions from the referee, but we will discuss about that. And yeah, let's just discuss as to how Deschamps managed to beat Southgate. Let's get into it. And let's start off with the starting 11 of both teams. So let's go with France's 11 first. So Lloris was in goal. Our backline, Theo Hernandez, Upamecano, Varane and Koundé. They went with a double pivot of Rabiot and Tchouaméni, Griezmann as the cam, Mbappe on the left wing, Dembele on the right and Giroud as that striker. Talking about England's 11, Pickford was in goal, their backline Walker, Stones, Maguire and Shaw. Their lone DM was Declan Rice, midfield two of Henderson and Bellingham, and their three forwards were Saka on the right, Foden on the left and Harry Kane as the number 9. So in this, France 11 is mostly showed like a 4-2-3-1 kind of formation, but that was mostly the case in the defensive phases, because in offensive phases they usually used to go like with a 4-1-4-1 formation, where Rabiot used to join Mbappe, Griezmann and Dembele in the attack, helping in creating a superiority, and Tchouaméni used to be as that lone DM. Sometimes Tchouaméni also used to go high up, so they used to rotate between themselves, Rabiot used to be the lone DM, Tchouaméni used to be the attacker. But most of the cases, it used to be Rabiot who used to help going high up top. But talking about this first half, and it was a neck-to-neck one between England and France. England and France both had their opportunities, and early on as well, the way how England were playing in this match, I really like the way they play, because it's kind of like how I usually like my teams to play. So it's kind of the fast-paced, one-touch sort of football. So, and they usually go a lot with their vertical passing as well. So most of the times you would see Bellingham or Declan Rice, when they have the possession, they would mostly opt for going forward passing. They used to go for vertical passing more than horizontal, and sometimes when they even used to go horizontal, then Stones and Maguire used to distribute the ball really well, and that really was good for England, because they were able to create more chances with this, and they had a couple of chances in that first half. But the first chance was, of course, by France, who were mostly going with a counter-attack type of strategy. They wanted to dispossess England, and then from there they would try to do with their counter-attacks, which of course was showcased in the 70th minute, as when England was in possession, Saka had the ball, Upamecano dispossessed him, which was a questionably decision that referee did not call that as a foul, because it clearly looks that Upamecano took down Saka. He did not even touch the ball, and then it wasn't a foul. But anyways, Mbappe got the ball, and then Mbappe drove the ball towards the attack, and then took out two players, I think, and then Declan Rice tried to stop him, could not stop him. Mbappe passed through him as well. Then it came towards Griezmann, who was nearly outside the box. England were able to get the structure back quickly, which was good. And then Tchouaméni was outside the box. Griezmann passes to him, and then Tchouaméni, with that absolute beauty of a strike, bottom left corner, makes it 1-0 to France. And yeah, Aurélien Tchouaméni, absolutely wonder he has done for France. And you know what? Fair play to them, because France, in that first half, it was really neck to neck between England. They both were having the chances, but you know what? France, Tchouaméni, he had just different plans, and he completely gave a magic to them, 1-0 for France. And then after that, there was some opportunities coming for England, where there was a chance, I think, where Harry Kane gave a turn towards Upamecano, going past through him, one-on-one against Lloris, but then Lloris was able to save it. There was, I think, an outside the box shot as well from Harry Kane, which was also saved by Lloris. England were getting the chances, and then there were some chances for France as well, which of course Antoine Griezmann was really vital for their part, and also Dembélé, because while Mbappe was getting most of the attention in the left-hand side, Dembélé going against Shaw was definitely causing Shaw some problems, and that really was helping out France as well in the right-hand side. So France and England were equally having their opportunities, but there were obviously some questionable decisions for England's perspective, which was some of the penalty appeals. One of them, Upamecano, where he took down Kane outside the box. It was not given as a penalty, which was really questionable, because it really looked like a penalty. Upamecano again did not touch the ball, but it wasn't a penalty. So they were going with tackles. France were defending rashly. Like, I don't really understand what Deschamps really wanted from his defenders. Like, he really asked Theo and Upamecano to be very rash in defending, just tackle them left, right, center, and not give them a chance, which I guess it kind of worked, but it was really risky one, because bookings would be possible, penalties could have been possible. There were chances, mostly cases happened in both cases. Like there was cases where yellow cards were being given, of course. Penalties were also given, but not exactly, but there were appeals, which again, really questionable decisions from referee, because it really looked like clear penalties, especially the one which was on Kane, and then that foul was on Saka that Upamecano did for the goal. So it was really like questionable decisions, but overall, towards the first half, England and France both had their chances, both tried. So yeah, it just ended off 1-0 being the score for France. Now, some of the players who did good for both teams. First of all, for England, I think Harry Kane had a decent first half. He was dropping really deep and trying to build the attacks from there, which was really interesting from Southgate, because I thought he would mostly be high up top, try to become like that scorer for them. But not really. He was dropping down a lot and being involved in the playmaking. Saka was doing decent. He was trying to cause dangers for England in the right-hand side. So fair play for Saka. He was doing okay. Foden was kind of quiet. I think Jules Koundé did a good job in keeping him quiet. So yeah, Foden was all right. Bellingham, Henderson were also like decent. They were not that good. They were But like Bellingham, I think I would say bit good. Henderson also, having those one-touch passing was all right. Nothing really that great from them. Luke Shaw was doing good, in that left-hand side, trying to give those crosses and stuff. So it was good from Luke Shaw. And from England, that's probably the best player. I think, Kane was good. Maybe Saka also I give some fair play, and Shaw mostly. Now from France, some players that did good. First of all, I think Jude Koundé, I think he did good in trying to stop Phil Foden on the left-hand side. In the right-hand side, he did a good job, even though he's not a right back, but he still did a decent job in that side. Rabiot was decent. Tchouaméni, of course, defensively as well as scoring the goal, he was good in that first half. Rabiot, also like I mentioned, he was good offensively for France. Griezmann was definitely really good. He was amazing. He is amazing for France, and throughout the tournament, he's probably also one of the best players for France. So it was definitely good. Dembele on the right-hand side giving some tough time to Shaw as well. So yeah, it was decent first half, and just like that, it was 1-0 score, France in the lead. And now let's discuss the second half, where again neck to neck one, but little bit more chances, and actually more chances than first half for England in this half. Like, they were able to create much more chances, much more shots in this half compared to the first half. So talking about the second half, early on there was some chances for England. I think there was one outside the box where Bellingham tried to shoot. It was really like a good shot, and Lloris was able to save it as well. So around the 50th minute, I think it was Saka who was trying to dribble out, but then Tchouaméni gave a very rash tackle. Again, rash defending, rash tackle from Tchouaméni gives out finally a penalty for England. And yeah, Harry Kane got that opportunity to give England the equalizer, and he so on did. Harry Kane gave the equalizer to France with that penalty. To England with that penalty, and it was 1-1. The game being tied right now, and yeah, it was going. They both were going each other. France and England were just going at each other. Chances were happening left, right, center for France as well as England. Mbappe, that attack, one versus one, Kyle Walker versus Mbappe also happened in this half, where Mbappe outran Kyle Walker. He gave a sudden acceleration, which I think Kyle Walker did not expect. He outran him, and then he gave a very good cut back inside as well, but then nothing was able to happen because Dembele did not expect to get that ball. There was a very big chance for France in that second half, where there was a cross, I think, towards Dembele. Dembele then gave the pass to Giroud, and then it was one-on-one, but then Giroud unfortunately could not score that. Then there was a chance where Koundé also gave a pass which was supposed to be given to Dembele, but then I think Dembele, basically nobody had that touch. It went to Rabiot instead, and Pickford again saved it. Pickford today was absolutely amazing for England as the goalkeeper. And yeah, it was going really neck to neck for England and France. But of course came the big moment for England to get that lead, as they got the second penalty and it was again Harry Kane to step up. Big opportunity on him to give England the lead, and unfortunately he bottled it, and it sucked a lot. This was a big penalty, and unfortunately Harry Kane fluffed it. It was a very big opportunity missed, and it really it gave a big time toughness to England, because then after that France got the lead. They were the one to get the second goal, and this goes to courtesy once again to one of their best players in this World Cup, Antoine Griezmann, giving an absolute beautiful cross to the head of Giroud. Giroud then heading it in, which came off a little bit deflection from Maguire, and then of course goal scored. 2-1 to France, and that is how the match ends as well. There was a free kick towards the very end, which Rashford also took. That definitely looked like an intense moment, of course, because before as well England were able to score a goal from the free kick towards the end by Rashford. but this time Rashford is not able to hit it in, and just like that, England lose to France. France progressed to the semi-finals. It was a really neck-to-neck one. Dodgy penalty decisions, of course, from the referee. He did not go for those appeals for England. France went with rash defending, really risky one. Sort of worked for them because I don't know what was really going on with the referee. But nothing to take out from France though, because they had their chances, they did their best. England also gave their best, and yeah, just like that, match got over. France win the match 2-1. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and yeah, I definitely know that there was a couple of disturbances in the background, but hopefully you guys don't mind that, because yeah, it's just lots of flights going on. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, like, share, subscribe as always. And yeah, very excited for the semi-finals. I think I'm probably gonna try to cover both of them. Let's see. Argentina versus Croatia, definitely. Morocco versus France is going to be one hell of a game, so I want to try and cover that as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Well, vamos World Cup.